October 8, 2025, 3:42 p.m. local time, South China Sea. The USS John Finn DDG-113 moves east through a calm, silver-blue sea. Her bow cuts cleanly through the swell, leaving long white trails behind. On deck, sailors work in silence, boots clanging softly on steel. The flag whips in the wind. The air feels heavy, but steady. Routine, almost peaceful. Inside the Combat Information Center, the radar screen glows pale green. Two faint returns appear on the northwest edge. Contacts bearing 312, range 24 nautical miles, calls the operator. The captain leans closer. Track them! The signals move fast, steady, deliberate. Speed 27 knots, the watch officer adds. Not merchant traffic. Above, the AN/SPY-1DV radar spins slowly under the white sun. The horizon looks clear, says one sailor. The instruments disagree, replies another. Classification probable Type 052 Delta destroyers. The captain's tone is calm. Maintain course. Record everything. Through binoculars, two gray silhouettes sharpen against the haze. Their wakes slice parallel through the water. No lights, no signals, just approach. Chinese radar active, the EW operator reports. Copy. Passive only, the captain answers. A petty officer writes in the logbook, 1542 local. Two planned destroyers sighted. The ink trembles with the vibration of steel. Range 21 nautical miles, says the bridge. Hold steady, the captain replies. He lowers his binoculars, eyes fixed on the bright horizon. The calm, he says quietly, is never just calm. The USS John Finn sails on. Steady, silent, deliberate, the calm before the approach. In the intelligence wing of the USS John Finn, the atmosphere shifts from routine to alert. Screens light up with digital maps of the South China Sea. A red marker flashes near the Paracel Islands, coordinates matching the Chinese approach vector. Analysts compare radar trails, linking them to two Type 052D destroyers previously tracked days earlier. The pattern is deliberate. On the bridge, the captain listens as transmissions replay through the speakers. Faint, broken Mandarin chatter intercepted by the EW suite. PLA Navy vessels conducting proximity operations. One analyst translates. The motive is clear. To test, to pressure, to document. The room hums with quiet professionalism. No one raises their voice. Maintain legal transit, the captain reminds. Every move must stay textbook. He knows these encounters are measured in posture, not firepower. At that same moment, a civilian freighter reports unusual traffic on Open Channel 16. The voice is nervous, accented. This is cargo vessel Orchid Star. Two Chinese warships crossing my stern at high speed. The recording is logged, tagged, and archived. An unplanned witness. In the CIC, sailors zoom satellite overlays. The two destroyers' tracks bend precisely toward the John Finn's path. They're not shadowing, says the tactical officer. They're intercepting. The ship holds steady. Cameras on deck record everything. The sea, the sun, the slow approach. Intent confirmed, says the intelligence chief. They want to be seen. The captain nods once. Then we let them see professionalism. On the digital map, blue and red icons move closer, geometry tightening in slow motion. Two navies, two motives, one witness, the sea itself. Inside the Combat Information Center, orders unfold like clockwork. The captain stands at the center console, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the digital map glowing with blue and red tracks. We'll hold current course, he says. Phase 1, passive observation. Each officer repeats the order aloud, a ritual of discipline more than sound. Technicians move to their stations. In the forward magazine, sailors inspect missile hatches, confirming safety locks on the vertical launch cells. No live warheads loaded, reports the ordnance chief. Every system is ready, but restrained. That's the balance the Navy teaches. Power under control. On the tactical table, new waypoints appear. The chart reads USS John Finn, Phono-P sector. A senior lieutenant traces the intercept line with a stylus. If they cross here, we activate posture 2. The captain nods. Affirmative. But no escalation. On the flight deck, the MH-60R Seahawk sits idle, rotors folded. 2 pilots walk slow circles around it, running diagnostics. Maintain condition 1, comes the call. The crew checks fuel lines, optics, and the MX-20 camera mount. Above the roar of sea wind, one mechanic says quietly, "They'll want us to blink." In the communications bay, encrypted reports transmit back to the carrier group. Status: contact verified, intent probable intercept. The reply from higher command is brief. Proceed, document. Do not deviate. The ship hums with readiness but shows no aggression. Cameras track the horizon. Radar sweeps roll steady. Voices stay level. Every action is deliberate, every movement logged. Preparation complete, says the operations officer. The captain glances at the clock, 3:48 p.m. Then we wait, he says. Professionalism is our posture. The John Finn holds her line, ready, silent, unshaken. 3:52 p.m. The first wake appears on the horizon. White, straight, deliberate. 2 Type 052D destroyers advance in parallel, bows slicing blue water at 27 knots. The USS John Finn holds steady, speed unchanged, course exact. On the bridge, binoculars focus tight. Range 15 nautical miles, says the officer of the deck. CPA under 5. The captain nods. Understood. Maintain heading. The AN/SPY-1DV radar paints 2 strong returns. Electronic warfare logs, rising frequencies. Surface search, not targeting, but close. They're scanning, the EW operator reports. Signal stable. Record all channels, replies the captain. Above deck, sailors man their stations. The 5-inch Mark 45 gun turns 5 degrees starboard. Not locked, not loaded, just visible. The gesture is silent language. Deterrence through posture. Wind lashes across steel. Voices carry through headsets. All mounts secured, safety's on. The CRAM launcher hums quietly as it cycles diagnostics. From the flight deck, the Seahawk spins up to standby. Its rotors fold open, engines at idle. Maintain condition 1, comes the order. No launch without authorization. Inside the CIC, every console glows. The tactical officer calls out bearings. Contacts closing, range 12 nautical miles. Copy, ROE Phase 1. Passive, the captain confirms. Through the bridge windows, sunlight flashes off the Chinese hulls. Flags visible, decks active, crew on watch. They're showing presence, says a lieutenant. So do we, answers the captain. The sea tightens between them. No words, no flares. Just geometry and nerve. At 3:57 p.m., the distance reads 8 miles. 3 destroyers share one stretch of water, armed, alert, and silent. The John Finn does not turn. She holds her line, calm, precise, unyielding. 4:03 p.m. The sea glows white beneath a high sun. 3 warships carve perfect lines across the water. Distance, 6 nautical miles. The bridge is silent except for the hiss of headsets and the low hum of electronics. Chinese radar switching mode, reports the EW operator. Frequency rising to surface tracking. No fire control tone yet, adds another. The captain nods slowly. Maintain passive. Let them paint us. Inside the CIC, technicians log every pulse. Signal stable, strength increasing. Screens flicker. Red outlines bloom over blue grids. Confirm both vessels on active track. Confirmed, the operator replies. On the bridge, the captain studies the horizon through glass. 2 destroyers ahead, hull numbers clear, flags visible. Range 5.2 nautical miles, says the watch officer. Copy. Record visuals, the captain orders. Cameras pivot and lock on. From above, the Seahawk circles at 600 feet. Its MX-20 camera zoomed tight. The green laser designator flashes twice, non-lethal but unmistakable. A message: we see you. Down below, Chinese deck crews react. Movement. Helmets glint. Observation posts manned. No weapons raised. "They're watching us watch them," mutters a sailor. "That's the point," says the captain. At 4:06, the Mark 45 gun rotates slightly starboard, deliberate, slow. Not a threat, a posture. "Visible deterrence achieved," confirms the tactical officer. "Range 4.1 miles, comes the latest update. "CPA holding steady," replies the captain. "No change." The air feels dense, sound swallowed by sunlight. Every heartbeat, every radar ping is recorded. 2 destroyers and 1 stand together, tension balanced on silence. Presence is the weapon. Patience is the armor. 4:09 p.m. The light begins to flatten across the sea. The 2 Chinese destroyers hold formation, their wakes tight and mirrored. Distance, 3.8 nautical miles. The USS John Finn remains on course, unshaken. In the CIC, the communications officer listens as an open channel crackles. A transmission in Mandarin breaks through. "You are entering waters under Chinese jurisdiction. Alter course immediately. Log it," the captain orders. "Timestamp, record, and archive." Seconds later, the response goes out, calm and exact. "This is United States warship conducting lawful operations in international waters. Your actions are unsafe. Recommend you alter course immediately." The tone is neutral, language precise. On the bridge, silence follows. The sea feels still, as if waiting for sound to return. Then, slowly, one of the Chinese ships reduces throttle. The change is subtle. Wake shortening, engines dropping pitch. "Contact speed decreasing," reports the Seahawk pilot above. "CPA widening to 3 nautical miles." The tension softens, not broken but released. The Chinese destroyers adjust heading, sliding into a parallel track. "They're backing off," a sailor murmurs. The captain doesn't smile. "No one wins a standoff," he says quietly. "We just decide when it ends." Inside the CIC, sensors confirm. Radar emission reduced to navigation mode. "Contacts diverging," the operator calls. "Copy," replies the captain. "Maintain visual log until full separation." At 4:15 p.m., the distance grows. 4 miles, then 5. The sea opens again. Deck crews relax slightly. Cameras still rolling. Professionalism intact. The confrontation ends not with noise but with discipline. The John Finn holds course, presence proven, calm restored. 4:20 p.m. The South China Sea returns to quiet. The sunlight softens, silver fading to pale gold. On radar, the Chinese destroyers drift northward, distance widening beyond 6 nautical miles. Their emissions fall silent. Only sea and static remain. On the bridge, the captain stands by the window, binoculars resting at his side. The crew's tension fades, but not their discipline. "Log final contact separation," he says, then resume standard operations. The officer of the deck acknowledges. The ship's engines hum back to steady rhythm. The Seahawk banks gently overhead, its camera still recording. Below, the USS John Finn glides east, wake curling behind her in slow arcs of white. "Mission complete," reports the pilot, returning to base course. The captain nods, voice even. "Good work. Presence maintained in the CIC. Technicians archive the last radar frames. Every emission, every maneuver, every word is stored. Evidence of professionalism under pressure. Data secure," says the operations chief. "All logs verified." As the sun drops lower, sailors gather briefly on deck. The flag flutters in the sea breeze, edges glowing in afternoon light. The captain joins them, hands clasped behind his back. No speeches, no applause, only quiet pride. He looks toward the fading horizon and says softly, "Dominance isn't loud. It's steady." The John Finn holds course toward open water, leaving calm waves and recorded proof behind. In this sea, restraint speaks louder than force, because sometimes the truest strength of a navy isn't in what it fires, but in what it refuses to. And so the day ends, calm, deliberate, disciplined.